Previously on Rise of the Conduit.
Well, Victor, to cut straight to it, but I'm a bit impatient on this matter. Where do things stand on you getting my boy out of this trap he's been ensnared into? You know, in university, I was always big on philosophy of technology, understanding the schools of thought around doing the right thing, the ends justifying the means and all that. And one of the problems that they always brought up was, well, how many lives is worth progress and the reasons that we take life. Why do you take life, Victor?
Revenge, primarily.
You lost someone.
Haven't we all?
I don't know if you're a good man, but you at least play a good man very well.
I'd like to think myself as a good man. But some days, I have to be a bad one. In accordance to re-fulfilling our deal with the Quicksilver, I'm looking to give you resources to help find a suspect in your brother's murder. Once my business is done here, I'll be going back to the Dagger Isles. And have quite the fleet of ships at my disposal. Mouths in every port from here to Tycheros. Someone's bound to see them eventually. And you have my word that once I do find them, you'll be the first to know.
Mwah! Thrill, you beautiful bastard, you did it!
Right. You feeling better?
Well, now I am. Been a bit concerned, you know? We've got plans in motion, you don't come through. Things might be hard.
You were worried I wouldn't.
Well, sometime. You took long enough. How the fuck did you talk Levi out of coming for you all? And though I am impressed by you, I must insist this be the last time that I see you. I did something really secret, and I think you're gonna like it.
All right, out with it.
I brought Falka back.
Who decided
Okay.
that?
What is she now?
Human enough. Relax.
He's sitting on a rooftop. And he's scanning the city he loves, Duskfall. And he's looking as Jira walks out of her house.
On the run once again, can't afford to just stand still. Spirits or the law or your past, they'll catch you. Yes, they will. Down here in the underbelly of polite society, you do what you can to survive. Your crimes will set you free. Two brothers with a thirst for revenge, they now roll their dice. Amongst their ranks, a killer and a whisper and a spy, and two lovers reunited, far from their once noble homes. They're all running up that ladder. That's how the story goes. All through the night they scrap and fight, blood boiling and blood spilt. They pull the strings, Cut heads off kings in this gang that they built. Flirt with shadows until pound. Oh, what they want is what they get. Once they got their sights set, they never quit. It's the rise of the Conduit. It's the rise of the Conduit. It's the rise of the Conduit.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Tuesday, Blades as usual. And we have what I hope is going to be a very interesting game today. Quick announcements before we get started. We have so many games this week. I believe we have a game every day for the rest of the week this week. Tomorrow we have The Weird, hosted by Craiggumz. What is the name of the GM in that game? The Keeper, right?
The Keeper. The Monster Keeper, if you will.
Yes, the Monster Keeper. And then Thursday we have Tracy Miss Magitek running Hunter the Reckoning yet again. And then Friday, wow, Tracy's got a week. And then Ancestral Blood immediately afterwards on Friday.
Let's go.
We are going to pick up right now. Oh, sorry. And then lastly, please join our Discord if you want to know all of the game announcements as they are coming. There's a lot of them. And we're not done yet. We've got some more stuff coming up very, very soon. But we're going to start with Night on that rooftop. Night, what are you
Yes.
doing?
I'm trying to see through this damn fog as my camera's unfocused. One moment.
Oh no, the fog and dust bowl.
There we go. Oh, it's so foggy up here. There. I believe Knight is waiting for Jira to walk out of her humble abode.
You stalk the night and wait. Eventually, she does make herself known and starts walking through the streets to location unknown.
Is she with bodyguards and such?
Yes.
I think.
And as you saw her before with cloak up, not going out, publicly.
Okay, I believe Knight would try to find a spot in which he could intersect with the group.
Okay. So you're just going to make yourself known and wave your way in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to think. Tell me how you do it. Walk me through this. They're walking down the street. You just pop out in front of them.
I think they're walking down the street, and I have Vesper just do a flyby to the point where, like, almost hitting them.
Like forcing them to stop because
Yes.
she swoops in. Yeah, you see them shy back. The guards'
And then I
hands
just-
go to their sidearms. Look around for a
Batman
moment.
Appear in front of them.
Back up, sir.
Just want to talk to the lady, if you don't mind.
She looks at you, trying to see if she remembers you. Do we know each other?
I don't believe you would know me, but I keep my ears up when it comes to politics. Council member.
As she is attempting to be incognito, she gives you a look. You know me, but I'm afraid you've caught me off guard here. What's this about?
Very hard to catch the leader of such an organization such as yours off guard. I'm very flattered.
Yes, perhaps so. That could be changed very quickly, though.
It could, but then you wouldn't get the information that I might have about a certain individual that has been a pain in your side, if you will.
Out with it, sir. I don't have all day.
I come bearing gifts. And he'll put an envelope out in his hand, out like in front of him.
She'll nod to one of her two guards, who will cautiously take it and hand it to her. What's in the envelope?
Half of an address that has the location of a certain ruffian from a rigged chess match that you had recently.
She'll nod. What did you say your name was again?
I didn't.
Well, now I'm asking, what is your name?
Most people call me Knight.
Let's, go sit somewhere. They walk through to a nice little outdoor cafe. Guards posted up. She sits, she orders coffee, some electroplasm lamps overhead, light customer traffic in and out. And she cuts to business after some pleasantries. Now, what do I need to do to get the other half of this night?
I'm a simple man. I just need to understand that when you go and do the deed in which I assume you are planning on doing, that only the individual who lives at this estate is the one that is dealt with. I mean, the people who work for him, you can do with what you like, but no one else.
I imagine a lot of people work for such a man.
True. But I mean, so many individuals who work for such a powerful man, some of them might not know what they're doing, some of them might have been born into it. Would you blame them for that?
In this world we live in, Knight, we don't have time for fatalistic sociology.
Dear me, you do sound like a politician. Disgusting.
I am what I am.
Fine then. Kill who you want, but don't touch his son.
She cocks an eye.
Keep it out of Char Hollow. And stick to the unseen only.
A lot of people have an interest in that young man. What is it about him that has so many people jumping in front of the carriage for him?
He has a way of stealing others' hearts. What could I say?
I'm sure you'll read about it in the paper, if and when it is done. And I take it you know how to contact me. I trust you'll keep that information to yourself, Knight?
If I wanted you dead, do you think we'd be having this conversation?
Certainly not in a cafe.
No. And if you go against our deal, understand that there's no place on this planet or any place that your spirit could hide if you unfortunately die that I wouldn't just bring you back and kill you all over again.
Careful, Knight. You might be the muscle, but that only does so good against an army.
Ask your army what happened last time. He stands up.
Touche.
Once your mates, I'm assuming the ones that are pointing their guns in my direction, raise those weapons, I'd be happy to give you the rest of that address and be on my way.
No one will harm you here. You've displayed no aggression. Just be careful.
Always, love. And he will slide the other half of the information over.
She'll look down and then take a lighter, burn the paper. Thank you, Knight. I believe our business is done now.
Believe it is. And I'll leave.
And she will watch you go and chuckles a little bit to herself. We fast forward. Warden.
Yeah.
Mari will come to you sometime later. Say, Victor, have you decided to embrace your gift yet? Or are you still holding out on me? Whoa, did Chris sound in a fishbowl to anyone else?
Yep.
Yes. You're fishbowling.
How about now?
Yes, now
You
you're
sound
good.
good.
There we go. Sorry about that. I told you, Mari. We'll come to that conclusion once my business here is complete.
Well, then I hope you'll allow me a moment's reprieve by myself, as I believe I have an asset to gather for you.
Before you go, question for you.
Anything at all?
You seem very adamant about fulfilling the rest of our deal. Care to provide some details on what it entails?
Are you asking as a friend, a colleague, or my employer?
Well, as a friend, of course.
Immortality has a price, and it's not as simple as you might think. I would think you'd like to understand what you're getting into while things are calm. Your soul will go through some changes.
That's understandable.
And depending on the condition in which you meet your temporary end, you might have to get brought back in one form or another. But my promise is good. So I merely wanted to let you feel what it was like first.
I see. In time, Mari. In time.
May I take
But
that mirror now, please?
Do you not have all of the relics that were given to you?
Oh, did you give her all 4 of them to her? Okay, then that is just me.
I thought we gave all the relics.
That is me, the GM, not remembering. Okay.
Yes.
Finish what you were going to say before.
I don't remember what I was going to say before. I was going to say,
All good.
don't you have all the relics?
Yeah, okay. And she will grab the mirror and walk through. And I believe it's time. I need the right music for this. I think this is it.
Sweats.
She walks through the mirror. And none of you are here, but I will describe the scene. If you were there, Victor, you would have recognized this. Deep underground, lit by candles, surrounded by cages of people, impoverished, malnourished, desperately clinging to life, begging for mercy as they see their God before them. She walks, heels on cobblestone, echoing in the cold and damp, and wanders over to an altar like you would have seen before, with a small, circular, glowing orb with runes on it. She sighs and looks down wistfully at the work of art she's constructed, because while she was being a bit cagey about it before, there was a kind of magic that required to bring Falka back. Falka's original body was destroyed. She was consumed. But Mari, in her knowledge and her wisdom, what is creation of flesh and a vessel to someone as powerful and ancient as her? And she traces over the skin and the contours of the body of a beautiful, vicious killer, blood-cursed in life and freed in death. Falka, there, herself. And it is really her, as you all remember her. She puts her hand over her eyes, and Falka, you awaken in the dark. The last thing you remember is being devoured by the creature you now see standing over you smiling. What is your first
I'm muted.
thought?
Part of me wants to just grab her neck and snap it as she stands in front of me. But no, I just look at her in the eyes and smile.
Welcome back, my dear. Did you miss me?
I just stare at her.
Well, you certainly don't owe me anything. All the thanks goes to Mr. Victor Moreau. But your friends, if they're still your friends, could use your help right now. They're in trouble, and I thought they could use someone with a little bit of an edge to them. So, you're welcome, I guess.
I see. What did you do?
I made you a new body. The last one was so delicious, I just thought I wanted another one.
Lovely. Well, you did a good job.
Yeah, make sure all of the bits and pieces are still there and working.
And you see Falka kind of like slowly move herself up and just feel her cold flesh. Suppose it'll do?
I hope so. It took quite a while.
Well, where are they?
Oh, they're just home. Would you like me to take them to you? Take you to them now?
Yes.
I do think, though, aren't you hungry?
You see Falka close her eyes. I feel the pangs of hunger, yes.
Then shouldn't I take you to eat something first?
She tilts her head. And what would it be that you would take me to eat?
She gestures over to one of the crying, begging person in the cage next to you, further into the darkness.
I smell them.
They belong to you now. Everyone in the city belongs to you now. You're a hunter. They don't even deserve to breathe air in your presence, creature of the night.
Delicious.
You were born to be a killer, Falka.
I was. I feel like this only elevates what I was always born to do.
Well, why don't you get started? And she's grinning from ear to ear.
Falka will move over to this cell with the person.
And the cell holds, you could break this thing open easily.
I go to the cage and you see my arms, I just rip it open.
The person's cowering. No, please, let me go. I have a family.
You see her look at this person, and I don't think she really takes much of a second to think about it. She just feels the hunger. So she grabs the person and rips into their neck.
And what you were is no more. You look a little more like this. As you rip into this person and drink of their life essence, as they beg until their voice is lost and you take in their blood, sustaining you. You feel ecstatic better than you've ever felt in your whole life. Like this is everything right in the world.
I feel like this is what I was always meant to be.
Wonderful. And she looks and says, would you like to go see your friends now, Falka?
A devilish smile and her glowing eyes. Yes.
And she gets the mirror and lightly tugs and then puts it on the ground, and you two drop inside and appear back before your very stunned looking friends as you see this creature of the night before you.
Guns
Hello.
Out. Guns out.
Hello, boss.
Hey there, killer.
Well, this is quite interesting, isn't it? Isn't it?
Very interesting. So sorry, real quick. She
No,
like
yeah.
she looks like this permanently, or like when she's feeding, this is her form. Like what are we looking at here?
She will gradually, as the effects of her feeding wears off, goes back to looking like mostly normal Falka.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what? I look normal.
For a moment, she does look vampiric.
You see it for a second there.
And then gradually recedes back, having finally drank of essence needed to sustain her.
Had me worried for a bit there.
Oh my god.
Yes. Well, it seems I was spared. Brought back. For... not just for fun. It seems I have a purpose. It seems you all need assistance. You need somebody who can fight. And I look at Knight.
And how do you feel?
I feel at my apex.
Good.
At some point, could I look you over? This is much more advanced than a hull.
You hear Falka like kind of like slurp a little bit at that. Yes, if you would like.
I won't do anymore. Right.
For real,
So,
I'd like a full write-up, please.
Yep, I can do that.
You've been gone for a while.
yes, Conduit looks smaller. I look around and I see a smaller group of individuals than the
Lots
last
of
time I was here. Yeah.
Quite a few less.
Where is everybody?
Gone or dead?
That pretty much sums it up. Some have ran, some have died. Mostly ran.
Mostly ran, I think, actually.
Mostly ran, yeah.
That doesn't sound good for the Conduit.
We're actually stronger than ever. If you can believe it.
Interesting.
Just a few sacrifices. That's all it took.
Just a few.
Maybe they'll come back stronger as well. So what is the status of the Conduit then?
That is a good question.
Where do you stand in the city?
I mean, we are relatively strong.
Stand pretty well, actually.
Better than most.
We've had to make do with your absence. Knight here has handled the muscle rather well.
I'm sure he has.
Thrill opened a... Sorry, I can't remember the last thing you would remember.
I think she was around for the apothecary.
Yes,
Okay.
I was.
That was the last thing.
The whole plague?
I don't think I was
She
here
wasn't
for
there
that.
plague.
No.
Okay.
The plague
'cause I
happened
didn't-
literally right after she
Right, the
died.
plague happened right
Yes.
after.
Got
Yeah.
it. There was
can
a
say.
plague.
I haven't seen you
It's quite
since the
horrid.
plague.
Yeah.
Literally haven't seen you since the plague.
Dude, haven't seen you since the plague.
We did it. We did it, chat. We did it.
There was a plague.
Yes.
Quite horrid.
Ravished the city.
Oh,
Thrill's a councilman. He has his own
Oh.
hospital.
I see. Doing good
So-
things then.
Trying, and it's offered us quite the opportunities in the city.
See what else.
What else?
Half the city wants to kill us.
You started dealing
That is
weapons.
true. Yeah. Oh yes, we
Oh.
started making weapons
Yeah.
temporarily.
Making weapons.
Well, not making them. We obviously hire people outside, third party.
I'm making weapons.
That is true.
Speaking of, you still owe a few designs, Thrill.
Yeah, I'll
He
go.
owes one.
I owe one. One. We'll get there.
Like
We've-
Knight said, half the city wants us dead. Well, I don't know anymore. Kind of make good on our promises.
We've allied with the Craiggumz. There's actually not many gangs that want us dead.
Hmm.
Mainly
Only
two.
the biggest.
You've
Only
made a lot of
the
friends.
two biggest.
Yes. The gang that jumped us ended up joining us.
Yeah, the Craiggumz. Yes.
Temporarily, of course.
In a
Or
long
we could
temporary.
absorb them.
Yes.
But enough about us. I think it's time to talk about important things. Maybe not so happy things. After Mari informed us of your transformation, I put a lot of thought into you, Falka. You are legally dead. Your mother has grieved and she has moved on.
My mom.
Yes, your mother. Knight has made a... Would it be public knowledge of what you've been doing, Knight? I don't want to assume.
I assume you would know because you're the spider. You know everything, but
That is
he
true.
hasn't
But
been hiding it.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to
No,
assume.
you're good. You're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Knight has made sure that your mother is well taken care of. But if I had a say in how to move forward, you are legally dead and you should not approach her. Let her grieve and move on in peace. I can get fake papers written up for you, of course, if you'd like to start a new life. But the choice is yours, of course.
It is hard for me to think about what I want my life to be. Seems like it was only moments ago it was taken from me.
Sorry about that, love, says Mari.
And I'm sorry as well for what she did to you. No need to get sentimental. What's done is done, but you should have came to me. I don't mean to berate you in front of everyone, but it was stupid.
Yes. I see. Well, like you said, what's done is done.
Exactly. Now I don't care about your new form. All I care about is you being back with us. It makes no difference to me. Falka is Falka in my eyes.
What about the rest of you?
I was going to turn you into a robot, so this is arguably much better.
He looks at Night.
Good to see you.
Sorry, I'm being a little too sinister with my laughs here.
No, please continue.
Lean into it.
Seeing a sinister laughs and continue.
A note for people about the vampire playbook. It maxes out your traumas and gives 4 that are appropriate. I didn't talk about this with you, Tracy, because I made an assumption. But yeah, cold, vicious, unstable, reckless, I assumed fit. So, you know, go ahead.
Cold, vicious, unstable, reckless. Can put that on my dating profile.
That's too good.
God.
Ask my boyfriend. He will thumbs up.
Signing off on it.
He's like,
Yeah.
Right now.
So
Yeah.
I think Night kind of just. Last time I saw you, I assumed you escaped. Thought I was getting the worst of the situation heading into jail, but it looks to Mari. There's worse things, I guess.
Ouch.
You ate someone.
She deserved it.
I don't want to even know how she's back after that.
You're right. You don't.
Some would argue perhaps what happened was better. I've transcended immortal. Immortal. Oh, actually, I don't even know fucking know. It's like, yeah, I'm immortal now. I just know.
You do feel it. I think
Yeah.
on some level, you don't necessarily know everything that you're capable of, but you do feel incredibly powerful.
I woke up 5 minutes ago. I'm like, yeah, I'm
a god.
superhuman now. But yes, I think in a matter of time, it will seem the same.
Good. I'm glad.
Well,
Like that?
that's enough about my situation.
Are we to speak on the situation that needs to be dealt with now?
Yes.
Speak away. Boss, do we know what's the next objective now that we got our drugs back, as well as we have weapons? What's next on the agenda?
I'm trying to remember if what we talked about last week is
Night
still
wasn't
on the
there.
table.
Oh, about going back.
Wait,
Yes.
last week?
Going back.
Oh no, week in real life, not in the
For
damn
me to
game.
Yeah,
say
sorry. Yeah.
I was doing the math. In
the
my
ability,
head.
yeah, the ability to go back and hold this over him and
And
save
prove a
him
point.
last minute and prove a point.
Oh, I see.
Well,
Is it still on the table?
You're asking me, the GM?
What? You guys want to go back over there? Why not?
Craig, why are you so quiet?
I don't. Oh, it just dropped.
Uh-oh.
My mic just went all the way down in gain. I don't know why.
Windows,
lock?
probably.
You don't got wave gain lock on, baby.
Well,
You don't
I
got
do-
that
wait,
gain
wait,
lock
wait,
on?
wait, wait,
We'll
wait,
fix
wait,
we'll
wait,
fix it in the
off.
break. There's
Yeah,
two
we'll
things.
fix
It's
it. Oh,
either
okay.
Don't worry about it.
there's
don't worry about
Windows
Yeah.
does it or Wavelength does it. One of the two.
Um,
Damn it.
What were we talking about?
You were talking about whether you want
We
to go
talked
try to
about-
save your father or not.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
the proposed idea, so Falka, to fill you in.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Before Velvet ran for the hills, she murdered someone very close to Thrill's father. Then she skipped town and left us with the burden. She's gonna give you the spark notes. After that, our drug supply was cut off.
Yeah.
But I made a deal to get him back and not be at war with one of the most powerful people in the city. In turn, Thrill took it upon himself to poison said powerful person and kill them. However, we have the opportunity to potentially save his life and hold that over his head.
Mm.
Both
would-
letting him die and saving him have their merits, but I will leave it up to Thrill. Since he did the deed, he can make the choice.
He wouldn't let us back in. We would have to break in.
Why wouldn't he let us in?
Why would he? I feel like he would shoot us on sight.
I believe his last words to you, Warden, were, "I hope to never meet you again."
That's why Thrill can go by himself.
The last time I was in there, the last thing he said was, "You live by the grace of me."
Well, like I said, the choice is yours.
Choices. Sorry.
The choice is yours.
I would have to break in. There's no way that man is inviting me into his house again.
I mean, he likes me for some reason.
Because he wants you dead,
Oh yes.
which I talked him out of.
What?
Oh, also, you know this. We talked about this.
Oh.
So they want all of you dead, basically.
Yes.
They
like we
did.
said before.
Oh, wait. All of you.
Yes, Velvet killed someone very dear to them. They wanted us dead, caused a huge gang war, talked them out of it. He wanted Knight dead because he wanted to hurt Thrill. I told him I can hurt Thrill even more. I said Thrill would step down being a council member because if not, Knight would be dead.
I did not hear any of this conversation before I poisoned him.
Correct.
I might add.
Thrill was sitting outside.
I was over on the bench.
Falco, you should have seen it. All of Brightstone. A melee. Blood.
You would have loved it.
Oh, it was lovely.
It was quite something.
Those sound delicious.
Nope, did not think that was what.
So you want to try to keep him alive then?
Yes,
That's
he has a few hours before the poison takes effect and he dies of a heart attack.
So
But-
we know that that's what's going to happen.
That's how it happens, yes.
So there's no way of him miraculously not heart attacking.
Not that I know of.
Why are you looking at me like I just said something insane when we're looking at someone in this room who ate someone else and then brought them back from the dead?
That's just my face when I talk to you.
Don't look at me.
No, at that part, Mari, I was just explaining that crazier things have happened in our
All right.
situations.
All right, well, look. As far as I know, in the realm of medicine, that's all I've got. No.
Okay. So as long as he doesn't have any demons in his back pocket, he will stay dead. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's kind of a, well, I was about to say it's kind of a permanent thing, but you know what? That's untrue now.
Yes, I guess you can't guarantee somebody will stay dead.
Then maybe we really should not let him die.
Imagine if he came back as a vampire.
Well, we have one.
Then we could have an arena battle.
Yes, but she's on our side, hopefully.
Yes.
Okay. So then,
No, I was just thinking, what's worse than a vampire? A
Two?
vampire with a entire gang of organization behind them.
I was thinking a demon.
No.
And Warden will sheepishly look at Mari, like
So-
like coy, like a joke. It wasn't
Yeah.
serious. He was,
Chill.
like when like like
Yeah.
a little bully flirting with her.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
bully flirting. We're in such a scenario.
He's a what?
so maybe perhaps that demon could get me into a heavily guarded house?
Looks at Mari.
You want to surprise the man who may kill you on sight. Hey,
He'll
Pop! Just wanted to pop in. Pop goes the bullet in your head.
He won't be that quick. Oh, he will.
I'm against this plan. Continue the plan.
I'm
You're
You're
against
against
happy
every
to.
plan, Knight.
I'm happy to be part of the plan.
You could get me in there, into his room.
Maybe.
You playing coy?
I've never brought a mortal to the spirit realm with me before.
Well, surely it would do no irreparable harm, right?
You seem much more certain of that than I am. Have you ever been
You
in the
trust.
ghost field, Threll?
No, why would I?
Well, some people have.
I'm not a whisper.
Like I said, it's possible, but I can't promise you would have no harm done to you. I've never tried it before.
That's a gamble. Oh,
What was that?
look, that's a gamble. I'm not the
Night looks
gambler here.
interested.
Can we just weigh out the pros and cons here?
By all means.
The pros and cons of you going in the ghost field, the pros and cons of you saving your father.
Ooh, I'm gonna do
This-
the cons, but either one I don't care.
The latter.
Pro, you hold it over his head. The power that you saved your father. Imagine. Look, sir, we all know you're a little egotistical. Nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
I think it'd do you a little good having that leverage over him. You could have let him die, but you saved his life. That's a pro in my book.
Okay.
Pro. The leader of the most powerful the most powerful men in Duskfall, one of them, debatable, doesn't come down on us with a full hammer of justice. That's a pro. pro. Him dying doesn't break out in all-out war in Duskfall, when everyone clambers for power. It's a pro.
Oh.
Con
Okay.
of you saving him. That ego of yours is hurt a little bit.
Okay.
Con. He might kill you anyway.
That's what I was thinking. I feel like if somebody, like, if you say somebody was gonna die and then you're like, I saved you, what
But
if they
you
find out?
stabbed them.
Yes,
Like you stabbed them and then go, "Oop, I saved you."
exactly.
But it's about making the point.
Ah, sending a message. Yes.
Sending the message, yes.
That I could take.
That's
your
how I
life.
view it.
I could take your life and give it back.
Yes.
He would never think to try the same thing against you after you do such a thing.
He's already done it multiple times with me.
Interesting. Go on.
My point is that's why I know it would be effective, and it's something he'd respect.
You know him better than anyone.
That's not saying much, but yeah. Well, that's a lot of pros.
There's more cons. I made a list as
Go on.
Warden was making his.
Go ahead.
Go on, Knight.
Con. Getting to your father. Multiple guards. Multiple people who probably will shoot on sight because your father told you to. If you take our lovely Mari's choice of travel, your entire soul being, I don't know, chopped up, eaten,
What?
spun around and twisted up. Oh, I'm sorry. Does
That's
anyone
not-
else know what happens?
That's not how the ghost field works.
It's not that bad.
Okay, we'll slash that con out.
Okay. Do you have
Another
more?
con. Your father, right now, is in war with one of the other more powerful organizations in this city, which will probably take over once he dies.
Do we want that?
Well, I'm saying if you go there and then they're there, that would be pretty awkward.
Why would they be there?
Oh, right, I didn't tell you.
What did you do?
Falka! I'm so glad you're here for this.
Knight! What did you do?
I made sure the man who threatened my life, threatened Warden's life, threatened your life, threatened Ash's life, threatened Mari's deal, whatever the fuck she's got going on, gets his comeuppance.
The poison wasn't enough for you.
Nope, gotta make sure he's dead.
Why does
Ooh.
everyone
Ooh.
why does everyone need to do things without my knowledge?
Spicy.
Because your whole plan of making sure someone that you just tried to murder loves you for saving his life due to what? Respect, messages, and thoughts of power? Just end him. And move on. You want the man dead? You obviously want the man dead. Keep him dead. Stop going back to the well. There's nothing but poison in there.
Interesting perspective.
Thank you, Falk.
What would you do with your mother, Falka?
She
Um,
didn't kill her mother.
I actually did the opposite. I spared her life. In that I died instead.
See?
What? That Falka's a better person than you? We already knew that.
Oh shit!
Undead being!
No. No need to insult her. She just got here.
I don't mean it as
No.
an insult. She's a scientific marvel.
Hmm. Interesting.
So, was I kind of trying to make sure you don't go in there so you don't get, I don't know, accidentally assassinated with the rest of whoever's in
You
there.
never told us what you did.
I was gonna say, what is it
Knight.
that you did?
Yeah, what did
is
you
it?
do?
I might. No, I'll just be out with it. I told Jira where your father is.
You told Jira where my father lives.
You're leaving. You were going to get knocked off the council. I know that's what you've wanted for, I don't know how long.
There's no better time than to save his life now.
Hold on. No, I did not set this up so that we run in.
No,
Like,
no,
what
there's
Think
Think about it, Thrill.
What?
Oh my
You
days.
save his life and warn him of what's to come. It's the perfect trap.
Oh, that
The perfect web,
backfired.
if you might say.
God, it's too good. Oh.
Can I just say one more thing? The reason why I usually don't like the plans that we come up with. It's because all you little masterminds, once everything blows up in your faces, I end up dragging you out of the damn fire.
Well, isn't that your job? Isn't that what I pay you for?
Fuck!
Warden said that's why you're on the payroll.
Yeah.
We have our muscle to get the little schemers out.
In Victor's defense, I brought you some help.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yes.
Mari.
Look, I think
Yes.
we should do it.
Which one?
We stay with the plan. Mari can get me in.
Are you okay doing this by yourself?
Yeah. I assume you'll be nearby, yes?
You'll as in the group, or you as in me?
Both?
I can be close by if needed. I can even come with you if you'd like.
You want to come with?
Mari's been dying to show me the ghost field anyway.
And then we can have Knight and Falka outside should anything go wrong.
Yeah, like
Yippee.
if Jira shows up armed and dangerous. Is that the plan?
I think it is.
Well, you all have downtimes to do before we
That is
tackle
true.
that little
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But
Yeah, we do!
it's good to know. What do you all want to do to
That's the job.
prepare?
Oh, I need
If
some
I'm
brush
if
off.
I'm looking through sheets, it looks like Thrill and Knight could use some de-stressing.
I got 3, I think. That's a dangerous roll.
Oh, that I just saw the new clock.
Yeah, I was rolling fortune rolls for that.
Tower!
I love it.
Here, you-
I guess.
so
I guess
our audience can see it as well.
Audience, please look at that bottom clock.
I think Knight would continue with the Char Hollow embraces the Conduit clock.
Okay, and how would you do that?
I would introduce them to Falka.
You better embrace us.
Um,
Or else. Energy.
Wait, so like embrace us or this creature will destroy you type
No.
thing, or
More, I think it's more of Knight's continuing, like walking through the streets with Falka.
oh, I got it. Like making sure the streets are safe, killing spirits, that type of thing. Okay.
Falka,
Tracy,
I
are
do
you
it?
cool with that as
Yeah.
one of your downtimes
Yes.
also? Okay, cool.
Oh, cool. Well, Falka, I remember the first time I met you that you were protecting someone in a bar.
Yes.
Well, I wasn't. We didn't meet. I just was kind of in the background as my boss kind of beat the shit out of you.
I remember.
But if it makes you feel better, the Char Hollow's looking better. We've kind of been taking care of it for you.
That's good.
You know, if you wanted to at least see your mother, I wouldn't. I feel as though it wouldn't be right for me to just hide her from you. But I do agree with Warden that she shouldn't know that you exist.
How would you have me see her? From a distance? Watching?
I mean, she spends a lot of time with my grandmother, so I don't know if I want, no offense, you anywhere near that woman. I think she might kill you on sight. When he's the protective type and she's grown fond of your mother.
Perhaps it is best I keep my distance for now.
Agreed. All right, you little shits, listen up. And he's just shouting down through the... This is my friend, Falka.
Hello.
All of you are also my friends. Everyone's going to be happy with one another. And that's all that's going to happen.
Yes. Friends.
That's not you. That smile is a lot.
Falka just looks very unsettling in her smile.
And he would just, I guess I would use command on the Masons for like patrols against ghosts and such.
Okay. So let me do that. A moment.
And I'm gonna push myself. Mainly because I need stress so I can roll my vice. Fuck!
Wow.
Who?
3 1s and a 3?
Well, they're not going to be, the Masons are not going to be a lot of help.
That's fine.
In fact, the Masons in traditional fashion, they don't, hurt anyone this time. But you'll hear over the next few days, not right now, that they get drunk over in Western Char Hollow, and someone throws a chair that ends up going through someone's window. And this goes back to 0. But
it goes backwards!
Oh, no!
But you can now do it yourself, and, you're just hunting, patrolling the streets.
Yeah, why not?
And then gonna do the same thing with Falka once you roll it.
You don't have to do a scene for this. I just help my townsfolk out.
By the by, I was just treating this all as one downtime activity. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah, not two.
Better.
Okay. Whoops, not that one. And then Falka also is doing the same. And your hunt is 2. Hey.
Hey. At least I rolled well.
Vampires can find ghosts, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, Falka is, and you all wouldn't know this, but Falka, you discover this about yourself as you are hunting spirits. You are really good at fighting spirits now, much better than you were in life. You had Ghost Fighter before, that is the only thing that you kept from your playbook is Ghost Fighter, but you are even better now at getting rid of spirits, and you fight off spirits very, very well. And Char Hollows, the streets are safe, and people are finally seeing some merit in having the Conduit around. Not only are you trying to take care of the community rather than exploiting it, and you've taken, the less savory elements of the Coalition out, but you're actually really cleaning up Char Hollow. So, one step closer to having them, protect you a bit.
With my free downtime, I'm going to pay for the window that was broken, just to finish off that clock.
All right. Awesome. I will think about if there's a mechanical way to do this, but yeah, Char Hollow, they love you guys. They're going to be talking to the Bluecoats much less often. They'll be very territorial for you. If you remember back in the season 1 finale where people were throwing themselves in front of Russell, you will get very similar treatment now from the citizens of Char Hollow.
Wow. Very good at that.
Get used to that laugh. What do dead people do for fun?
You want to know?
Regret the question.
You want to see me lift something really, really heavy?
Of course.
I'm trying to. Is there like, is there like a vehicle? Not a vehicle, not like a vehicle. I left a car. Is there like a carriage or something?
There's electric carriages, yeah. There are electric carriages.
I want to go up to a carriage and just lift it in front of Knight.
Yeah. If you were in combat, so to speak, it would take you a stress to do this, but this is just, you're doing it to show off, so I'm going to say, yeah. She literally goes up and lifts this thing up with one hand.
Holy shit. That is literally the coolest thing I've ever seen.
So if you ever need somebody to, I don't know, break a wall or something, give me a call.
I have a feeling that future plans will have us actually doing that, so that's actually
Yes. Look, I am an asset. And
an asset before, Falka.
Yes. But now,
Killed those Craiggumz.
don't remind me.
We
Ah.
No.
Don't tempt me.
How good at spades are you? Blackjack?
I did play some blackjack in my previous time.
We could try daggers. I'll hold them, but that might be a little too complex.
Daggers, I'll hold them.
And I would like to, for a second downtime, just roll my
Go gambling?
Go gambling, just real quick.
All right.
Get it out the way. Get some scenes up.
Let me set it up. Do you want to role play that out, Craig?
I don't think we need to.
Okay, just asking.
Watches as well, I rolled 2 dice.
You must have increased some of your stats in
Oh.
in between. Oh yeah, you must have increased your stats.
All right, I have a 1 in 6 chance of overindulging.
Uh-oh.
You'll be
I like
fine.
these odds. Let's go.
You cursed yourself.
So happy that his friend is back.
Oh man.
If I may, Knight.
Mhm.
I think it makes sense for you to bring some heat, because as you're gambling, you accidentally say Falka's name a little too loudly to people when you're hanging out gambling, and people, isn't Falka dead? And you get 2 more heat.
My mom's gonna find out that I am.
I think
First night out.
drunkenly while gambling, he just goes, "No, you're fucking dead." It just doesn't work.
Also, I figured out mechanically how I want to do it. I have given you all lookouts and informants. Lookouts, this was a long clock for you to get here. Lookouts, plus 1d to survey or hunt on your turf, and informants, plus 1d to gather info for scores. So the people of Chara Hollow will help you acting as lookouts naturally and informants. So you have that.
Sick.
Let's head around to Thrill. I believe I know what you're doing, but let me know if it's different. I am assuming you're gonna go to work and then work on an invention. Am I right?
Close.
Okay, Kai, you tell me.
I am not gonna go to work this time. I think I'm gonna pay to go to work. I'll spend a coin.
Okay.
I know, right?
No, it's fine.
I'm paying to go to work. Ugh, disgusting. But that's life, isn't it? So let me remove a coin. I will de-stress. On
Okay.
my own.
The old-fashioned way.
Old-fashioned way, just for old time's sake.
Oh my.
I hype myself for what needs to be done.
I still don't know about this, or Knight still doesn't.
And you know what? If Knight did, he would scold me.
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows about this. Falka knows. Falka knows about this.
Yeah. Yeah, let me go out there, do my thing.
Mhm.
One more time for the road.
Okay.
Been a while.
Oh,
that was a
good
one.
roll.
Oh,
Nice.
That was a good one.
You missed it.
5 stress.
He said, "Oh wait."
I needed this.
This does bring me pleasure.
Yeah.
I forgot I'm broken on the inside, and this brings me pleasure.
You've internalized your
Anyway.
childhood trauma into an outlet.
Into an outlet. And I'm gonna work on an invention.
And what invention are you going to cook up?
Does it? He just said it has to be an invention. Could it be? I want some kind of like going off of the ghost blade.
Mm-hmm.
I would like something like that, but like kind of like a shield. Like spring action.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
You want like a shield to protect against
Against spirits.
Against spirits.
Yeah.
So something stronger than a spirit bane charm, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
My thinking is if it's made of the same material that a ghost blade is, it could also be a weapon.
I see.
if wielded this way, because I mean, if you're hitting,
Yeah, I get it. Why hasn't this
Um,
been invented before?
because bitches aren't me. No, I know I need a real reason.
I may suggest that the components are rare.
Well, the components are rare, like with the Ghost Blade. And I truly believe that your common person does not deal with spirits as much as we do. So it's a very niche market.
Okay. I think this is a little bit easier than the Ghost Blade.
Because I've already dealt with that.
No, I just think it's a little less complex. It'll be a little more defensive than offensive. I'm going to say this is tier 3 minimum.
Okay.
I don't remember what I made the blade. I thought I made it tier 4 minimum, if I'm remembering
I think
correctly.
so. You
Yeah.
made it a tier 4.
So it'll be 8 ticks to make this.
Okay.
So,
I would like to use Analyst, so if you would click 2 of them off. Thank you. Would you say this requires any Sparkcraft features?
Yes, I would.
Okay. I get +1 result level to my roll.
Okay, so study.
Yes.
So it'll be +1 result level. Roll when you
Yes.
are ready. Also, you all still have 3 bonus dice to
We do.
use.
A mixed
So
success.
that is 3 ticks because it would normally be 2, but you get an extra result level.
What if I
Cool.
just spent another money to finish this?
You could.
It's just money.
Yeah, you can't take it with you.
I can't take it with me. I might die tomorrow. Yeah, I'll spend a coin. Let me roll again, please.
Okay.
Please.
You pay to have some materials brought to you and have people help you with this. Go for it.
I assume I can still use Alchemist. It doesn't say once per roll. Yes?
Oh, yeah. I think so, yeah. I think it's every time.
I mean, not Alchemist, Artificer.
Artificer.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. Okay. A critical success.
All right. Well, +1 result level would take this up to 7 ticks from 5. So, wow. Yeah. Or actually, would it take it to 8? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
Ghost shield.
You now know how to make a ghost shield.
Whoa! Just had to prove I could, before I do something dumb. Gotta remind myself I can be smart sometimes.
Are you going to keep the plans to yourself for now, or are you going to give them to Levi?
I'm gonna have my talk with him first later before I do that, but
Okay.
yeah. I'll hold on to him.
Chris,
I'm done.
What is Warden doing in this downtime?
Let's see what we got.
Weave that web, playboy.
Oops.
I don't like 4 heat. So I'm gonna lower heat.
The usual way?
No, I'm gonna. The word through the grapevine. I would say Warden hears whispers of someone named Falka is alive again.
Uh-huh.
And so he's going to go like, my man Knight, he's very sentimental. His nickname for our new colleague is Falka. It's not the same one. He's a softie. It makes him feel better.
Got it. So you're just spreading that around town.
Yes.
Okay. Let me... Yeah. Go ahead and roll, my friend. All right, so I believe that'll lower it. I can't actually remember. A lot, though.
It is a 6 is, if the wiki would load. There it is. A 6 is 3, and then I believe Hawkers can add or -1. I believe, or I can. I believe I can lower it. Don't mind me, just looking at my play sheet.
You're good.
Yes, connected. During downtime, you get +1 result level when you acquire an asset or reduce heat.
So that would actually reduce it 5, so you're back to
5.
0 heat.
Everyone's like, oh, classic Knight. He's
Classic
such a
Knight,
softie."
just gotten drunk and said some
Yep.
silly things.
Look,
No.
he misses her. We all do. It's understandable. Oh yes, Warden, it's good to see you again. Absolutely, you as well. And he'll pay for drinks at the bar, and everyone. Falka,
Has a
who's
good
Falka?
laugh.
Just yeah.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna de-stress.
How do you de-stress? You haven't
Take
actually.
Mari out.
Oh, okay.
What's the deal with Warden and Mari? You know what? Falka will ask.
I love the fourth wall, just like, no, I have
You know
a
what?
question.
I'll find out.
Go ahead.
Downtime first, or you want to ask in free time?
Ask in free time first, or
You know, I want, because if I see you going out with Mari, then I will ask after.
Oh, you'll ask
Because
after.
yeah, if
Okay.
I see you being chummy with Mari, I will have questions.
Okay. Yeah. You head out to dinner with Mari, and
The usual spot.
the usual spot. Do you want to have a conversation with Mari? Just you and her?
No, this just
Okay.
do a vice roll. I'm sure a conversation will come up sooner rather than later.
Okay. All right. I got it up. Go ahead, my friend.
Oh,
Wow.
No, I'm gonna minus that so I don't.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have the thing. Nice.
Functioning vice. Yeah, so I can drop it. So what did I have? I rolled
You
a
had 4.
5?
You had 4.
Okay, so I'll just bring it down to 4.
Yep. So look at that. Everyone all nice and unstressed.
Oh, we about to fill those all back up real quick.
We're about to change that, don't you worry.
You get back sometime later, and Falka is waiting and approaches you, and just kind of like, "What's the deal with you
Yeah.
and Mari?"
Falka, you're still awake.
Yeah.
Do you sleep?
You know, I haven't figured that out yet, but I have yet to be tired.
That's powerful.
Indeed. You know, I never really asked what your relationship with Mari was before everything happened.
Yes. Mari and I met at the Veil, right? That's what it's called.
Correct.
The
The
club?
veil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mari and I met at the Veil before I knew what she was. She was always very alluring and had a powerful aura around her, and I was drawn to that. We became, I guess you'd want to call it a thing, but kept it very professional. You asked what my deal was with her.
Yes. I actually maybe even asked that quite literally. Did you make a deal with her?
I did, yes. I also made a deal with her for your soul.
You did.
Well, actually, I made a deal for your soul with the Craiggumz. They had captured her. The day of Thrill's coronation for city council. It was quite the spectacle. It was in front of everyone, in front of half the city.
They were able to capture Mari.
We still have the device around here somewhere. But no, I made a deal with her. I made a deal to bring her relics of some sort in exchange for a gift. The gift you have now. Or so you say. So I wasn't there when you and Knight had the talk of immortality. My apologies. A gift I assume you would have now.
Yes. Well, then I guess I have you to thank.
Falka, I would have brought you back even if I didn't have a deal. Make no mistake, and don't forget that you were one of my closest friends when I came to this shithole of a city.
Yes.
One of the first friends that I had.
It seems so long ago now.
It does.
I ask this because I am curious if you still feel that closeness to Mari, or if it's now just more of a transactional thing that you have. What are your true feelings?
Mari's good company. She can hold a conversation very well. Look, I'd be lying if I said people don't stare at her. People don't oogle her. People loose their lips around her. It's very convenient. But no, my relationship with Mari is purely transactional from now on. After what I heard what she did to you, changed my opinion of her.
What if I told you I wanted to kill her?
Well, I mean, honestly, get in line. I'm sure everyone in the Conduit wants to kill her.
Yes, but killing the person who made me. How poetic.
How poetic.
I think that would just seal the deal that I'm as strong as she made me. Be able to kill her.
Do you have any sort of connection to her? Any deals with her?
I'm unsure. She just brought me back, and I don't know what she put into this new body or whatever it is. So, maybe I can't. Maybe she put a contingency in there.
That would be very Mari-coded.
Yeah. Of course, you would think of something like that, rather than me just wanting to end it. But it's no matter. It is just... I was just curious, that's all.
You're more than welcome to be curious, but if we're asking questions, what were you doing with Mari?
Well, it wasn't just me. It was my mother as well. We both got in. perhaps too deep with Mari and her cult. Thought it would help. Help her, help me. It's never that simple.
I've come to learn, yes. Especially with Mari.
And then she gave me the choice. Me or my mother.
And what was the deal?
Trying to remember now what the deal was. GM. What?
I think she was going to make you immortal, I think was the deal.
Yeah.
I thought it was to bring back your father.
I don't think my father was in it, but I'm trying to remember why my mother was in it. Maybe she wanted to bring him back.
I
Yeah.
think that's what it was, if I
Yeah,
remember correctly.
she wanted to. Falka's mother wanted to bring father back.
Yeah, but I think Falka just.
I think Falka
Wanted.
just wanted the same thing Warden wanted.
Yeah. Yes. She was going to give me the power that I wanted. Immortality. My mother, on the other hand, wanted to bring my father back.
Well, I guess you got part of the deal.
I guess so. I don't think my mother got what she wanted, though.
I can promise you she is happy, though. So to speak. She is doing well, from what Knight tells me.
Good.
We've made it... I know she comes from money, but we've made it a plan to make sure she's taken care of.
I appreciate that. We didn't always get along growing up, but I wouldn't wish ill on her now.
She's a good woman.
I'm glad she's made a life for herself now.
What are your plans?
I'm not sure. Right now, all I can think about is my next hunt. I can't really think about much else.
Would you like new hunting grounds?
Do you have one in mind?
I do. After everything is said and done, I'm looking to go home. Back to the Dagger Isles.
Oh.
And let's just say, I quite like the crew that we have. There's a spot for you in that crew. I could use someone of your skill.
As long as you don't mind.
Not at all. I've never been one to judge. As he rolls up his sleeve and shows you the tentacle.
Hmm.
You know all about this.
Yes. I think that would be good for me. Perhaps I
I think we could
will.
have some fun.
Yes. Fun.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Falka smiles and retreats back into the darkness. No.
As you retreat down the hallway.
Yeah.
I didn't let them touch your room.
Oh, I still have a room.
Yes.
You do still have a room, and it's just the same as when left it.
Look at that! I still got all my little my little fighting dummies and all my blades.
Here, I'll see so stream can see.
If you need us to source a coffin, I think I can make a few inquiries.
That might be more fitting.
And we will go to a quick break. When we get back, I believe it's time for engagement roll. 10 minutes, good for everyone?
I think so.
Yeah.
10 minutes
All right,
works.
we'll be back in 10 minutes, everyone. Don't
All
go
right.
anywhere.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
See you soon.
BRB.
Hey everyone, we're back for the second half. Before we get into the engagement role, a few announcements. As always, please join our Discord, discord.gg/MagiRPG. And as always, if you want to donate to help us get artwork for making cool assets like that trailer, all that you loved, that is all wonderful art. We need money to do the art. We do it out of pocket when we have to, but thankfully all of you have been very generous and we haven't had to pay out of pocket that much in a very long time because you all have decided to support the game. So you can always support the game if you want to help the art, but in this game specifically, if you hit !Blades Dono, there are ways that you can impact the game when you do donations. So anything is appreciated. You don't have to, but everyone who has been kind to, thank you for doing that. And lastly, we have a new show announcement, and I'm going to throw it over to Tracy as this was a passion project of hers that I think everyone is excited for, and you all will be as well.
You all thought all the new stuff was the end that we announced in this past couple of weeks? No, it is not the end. We do have a lot of really cool stuff coming, but I will say we have a new show that is going to be happening next Thursday, okay? And this show is not of the TTRPG variety, but it is of the MagiRPG variety. That I can say that much. We're going to be doing a show called Defend Your Romance. Now, this is not a tabletop role-playing game. This is the MagiRPG crew hanging out, and we're going to be doing, it's probably more of like a monthly or like bi-monthly rotation of talking about our favorite romances in games and potentially other media down the line. But for now, we're starting with games, and anybody in the MagiRPG crew is going to join and come up on your soapbox and talk about your romance option of choice and why they are your romance option of choice, or maybe a character who you think should be a romance option in a certain game, and talk about why they should be romanceable. And we're going to take our time to defend our romances. For the first episode, we are going to be doing one of the most popular video game romances of all time, Mass Effect. What better one to do than Mass Effect, as many of you are familiar with the Mass Effect series and its many romances throughout all of the trilogy of games. And so the crew you see here will be presenting their romance of choice and talking about why they love that particular romance of choice in a PowerPoint variety. And each of these, I want to say players, but they're just, each of these MagiRPG cast members have gotten their presentations ready to share with you all why that particular romance is either the best option or really anything they want to talk about as far as that romance goes. And we will have discussions, we will have debates, and it'll be a really fun time. So hopefully you will join us for this series, Defend Your Romance. We will be doing other games and things down the line. But for now, we're going to be starting with Mass Effect. So we hope that you will join us next Thursday, same time, same place here to defend. Come with your own hot takes as well in chat so we can debate with you. We are ready.
There
It's
are
gonna be
right
heated.
answers.
Yes.
There are wrong answers.
Yeah.
There are also wrong answers.
There are wrong answers, but you know what? We'll get into the wrong answers next week.
Have to tune in to find out what those are.
Exactly.
And with that, we are going to jump back to the good old engagement roll, as I believe you are doing stealth, And the way in is Mari teleporting Thrill and Warden also, or just Thrill into there?
I'm going with him.
And then the others, Knight and Falka, are you standing by outside?
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Stealthily, as Knight is finding it. Like, oh, she sees me there.
All
Just don't
right,
think it's a
everyone
trap.
grab your payloads. What payload you bringing?
Oh, I probably need a big one, huh?
Up to you.
You're just healing your father, right?
That's right. Actually, I'm just bringing in. I think I could do normal because I'm just bringing in. I'm coming in doctor mode, dude.
I'm a
So you're just gonna have
bodyguard, I'm
normal.
heavy.
Okay.
I'm always heavy. Just
All right.
We're doing
So, it'd be minus a die because of tier. But I'm gonna give plus because they're definitely not expecting anyone to teleport into the base.
Can I have a plus because I grew up in this place for walking around? Actually, no, we're just teleporting into his room.
Can you have a plus for growing up in this place? Yeah. Okay.
I know this place well.
Okay.
This is a childhood home, one of them.
He's drowned in it many a day. He knows exactly.
Yeah, come on. Core memories are here for me,
Okay.
for better or worse.
And anything else? All right. 3,
No.
2, 1.
Okay.
Risky.
It's not desperate.
I mean, that's what we
It's
thought it
not
would be.
desperate.
Probably. It is
yeah.
risky.
This is a
Not
risky
desperate.
job. Yeah. Controlled would have been like, oh, okay.
Thrill.
Yeah.
I need you to roll a tune. And this is desperate.
Okay. I don't like how you said that.
And Warden will do the same.
Get that experience.
Should we just do a
boys.
group roll? Oh, never
Critical
mind.
success.
Wow. Wow.
One thing about me, I stay locked in.
Fully torqued.
I'm fully torqued going into this, dude. I
Is that a
am
crit on
fucking-
2 dice?
Yeah,
I've
it
crit
is.
twice
Box
tonight.
cars, baby.
Box
Damn.
All right, and Warden the
Kind
same.
of balling tonight, huh?
I'm gonna push myself
Okay.
for an extra die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A moment. This is not appropriate music because this
Wow.
is getting weird.
Yeah.
That's
Uh-oh.
tomorrow.
Hey, tune in tomorrow.
Mari grabs you both, kind of smiles, and you feel it's as if your body is going inside out. And you get sucked into this candle, this flame, and you feel yourself be pulled across the city through the ghost field. You see everything becomes insubstantial, and some things look like the past, some things look like the future, as you're pulled across the city and through it. Thrill, you get out on the other side and you feel fine. Somehow it just doesn't affect you. Warden, it doesn't affect you too badly, but I need you to just take level 1 harm dizzy, as this journey has been disorienting. And you feel all out of sorts when you get there.
1 second.
Are you good?
Mm-hmm.
A little wobbly?
Mm-hmm.
You say you are appearing in his room, correct?
What time is it?
What time do you want it to be?
I would like it to occur in a time where I believe he would be there in his room.
So probably at night when he would be sleeping.
Or when he's like retiring for bed, like, or getting into bed, you know?
Okay. Great. I know exactly what we're doing.
You know his dad wear those clean silk PJs?
Nah, he in that like long johns with the button butt, you know what I'm saying?
I thought like the Hugh Hefner robe, you know?
Ooh,
Yeah, silk, the red with black
Yeah.
trimmed silk robe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the butt flap's still open. Is that what we were saying?
Oh, you know, when you need.
He's a
little butt
honk
flap.
shoer. Honk shoe. He's
Oh,
honk
he
shoeing.
honk shoes. I know he honk shoes, dude. Still too many people do not honk shoes.
We're grown, mature adults, guys. Sorry.
You
Yeah.
get
I
there
promise.
and you see your father.
Yeah.
He is in a robe, and you as a doctor can see exactly what's happening. He has a IV hooked up to his arm and is receiving blood transfusions.
Oh, he's going for it, huh?
There's a physiker at his side as he's propped up on pillows, and you come in and you see 2 guards standing by the door who snap to attention and draw their weapons on you and Warden. As you appeared out of nowhere into a candle that is lit on the side of the room. And they look ready to
please.
strike you.
I am in my doctor garb. I need to know. And I have my bag.
We're unarmed. Oh, that sucked.
You're good. Listen, you can fire if you'd like, but I promise you I'm the better physiker.
Sounds like sway?
Yeah. I'd say so.
It's risky standard effect, I think.
I want to assist him.
How do you assist him?
1 second. Can the physiker that's there... Oh, they're not a physiker. Never mind. I am friends with a chemist. And I want to see if the chemist could be the person that is at his side.
Ah. Well, Knight is friends with a physiker.
Melva would never.
Would he? Would he not?
Well, if he's getting paid pretty good, I think Melva would do the job. You know?
Would you like to use that flashback night to have Melver be the physiker that's here with the tower?
Okay, Melva, listen up. The tower, you're gonna help him, I guess, survive. Is that what you're telling me? I need to tell you that he might get shot a lot of times and or stabbed and or everyone in that room might be killed. But good luck. And if you see any of the Conduit, we're on your side.
Okay, that's just a 1 stress flashback.
Okay. Thank you. I'll take that stress.
But what do? These guards are ready to hack you to pieces. You say you're the better physiker. So Thrill, roll sway to convince these gentlemen not to murder you as you came into the room on their boss.
Can I assist him with that? Because we have Melver.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Melver. That's debatable, but you know.
Success.
He croaks out. Wait a moment. And he looks over at Mari. I do believe I told you this was the last time I wanted to see you.
Right.
Yeah,
And-
we understand.
Yeah.
Look,
We're not gonna let you die.
the kid fucked up. Sorry, that was bad traveling.
Yeah?
The kid fucked up. But we're here to make amends.
And how do you propose to do that?
He's gonna save your life.
He looks from each of you. I believe I'm in good hands currently.
Melver, please.
No.
He's good, but
Father, please.
he's
I'm
not
not
that
special.
good. And he'll motion over to Thrill.
I suppose he's not the best, but he's pretty good.
Just let me save you.
Are you willing to bet your life on that?
Are you sure you're not going to try to save me like you did before?
Why would I come back? It would
Why do
already
you
be
do
guaranteed.
anything? Pettiness, spite, jealousy.
Is it not enough that I regret what I did?
Do you regret what you did?
I think I regret the way I did it.
He looks at you and says, if he tries anything, kill them. And motions for you to approach.
He will do so. I'll walk over to him. Set my bag down.
One of the men draws a gun and points it at you.
Oh my god, this is like a Saw scenario or something.
Oh my god. Hey, save
Operate
Jim
or
Kramer. Or not Jim. Is it Jim Kramer?
John!
Is that
John!
John Kramer.
John
Jim
Kramer.
Kramer's the mad money guy.
Yeah,
the
Jim
stock
Kramer is
guy.
the stock guy.
Save John or die. Yeah. I will tell Melver to not help. I mean, it'll be nice to have an extra pair of hands, but
He'll be like, I'll be on standby for you.
I appreciate it.
Very good, sir.
And he will sit next to his father, sit down, start taking over the operation, so to speak. You know, you're lasting much longer than I thought you would. As he's kind of just ticking through. I should have figured, though.
You're a piece of shit, you know. But you're not as sneaky as you think you are.
What did you say about me? I remember it was something like looking into a mirror.
That was the one.
He just gives a mm-hmm.
Oh no, we lost
Oh no,
the camera.
oh, there we go. It's
Oh,
back.
there we go.
It just glitched a little bit. He just gives like a little nod of like, you know, touche, bitch. I am what you are.
He is too weak to argue currently.
I know. It feels good. The blood transfusion is a good idea. That is what I was gonna fucking do.
Best physiker in the dust fall. What can I say?
Shut the fuck up! However, I had a thought. What if I injected a... So, you know, your body works through poison, as it do. As it do. What if I got his heart rate up? Sped it up a little
You
bit.
gave him a stimulant?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Or I am not a doctor, so I can't get into the technicalities. But in theory, if there's something that is slowing a heart down, speeding it up might help as well.
Is what he's thinking, yeah.
I seen that in Pulp Fiction.
Sam.
That's such an. That's
I
such a
think that
nice
heart was
response.
stopped. I don't know if it was slow. I think that heart was stopped. Anyway, continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a stimulant. With the mix of the blood transfusion, that will speed his heart up. It won't stop, and if the blood is pumping, you get the point. You get the point of what I'm trying to say.
So this is not a risk of any bodily harm coming to you, but it's a risk of some complications. But I think this is risky and great.
Before you roll that,
Mm-hmm.
I like to use a flashback.
Okay.
Before we left,
Mm-hmm.
Warden would have sat down with Thrill
Mm-hmm.
and talked about this.
Okay.
Okay.
And Warden, with his very little medical knowledge, would have tried to maybe recommend, like, reverse engineering the heart calm
Oh.
to negate it.
Hmm.
Like, just like,
Something that
Venom
would
with
just kill it in.
anti-venom.
Yeah, it would just kill it in the bloodstream.
yeah.
Do I need? Could I flashback to have done that?
Yes. It's going to be a 2-stress flashback, and I will need you to roll Tinker to see how effective you are in doing that. But yes.
Okay. Let me take my 2 stress from the flashback.
He's stacking them up. Let's go.
Here we go. We're starting. I would like to push myself.
Go ahead.
We have Holly
I'm
die. Shit.
It's okay.
Mixed success.
You can use a die instead of pushing yourself if you like. You guys have 3, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you want
I
to do
would.
that? Okay. Take your 2 stress away. The result is the same. Wow, that was almost a failure if you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, yes. You were able to successfully make what is at least a quasi.
Wait, can I make an argument?
Yeah.
I was making a new thing,
Okay.
and it was an alchemical thing,
Uh-huh.
and I have an ability specifically for that.
That raises your result level for chemicals?
I have alchemist.
Yes. Okay, this is a good argument.
It's a +1 result level.
Then yes, this will upgrade it to a full success. Well
We love an
lawyered.
alchemist.
Love to be an alchemist.
Well lawyered.
Thank you.
And you are administering this to him?
Yes.
I'm
I
gonna
would
make a
walk him through it as well.
I need to make a fortune roll.
Thrill does have, I would say, even with
Whoops.
this man, he has a fairly good bedside manner, so he would explain what he was doing as he was doing it, as he does with all patients. So I'm going to inject
Wow.
this.
Don't know if that was good or bad crit.
It was depends on your perspective, I suppose. You administer this, and almost in minutes, he seems to regain some color. His breathing is steadier. He sits up a little bit straighter. What did you give me?
I reverse engineered heart calm.
I suppose that was clever of you.
Yeah. It worked, it seems. I figured it would. You have color back in your cheeks, and you're not croaking anymore.
No, I
Kinda
suppose not.
Looking him over. He's paying attention to his father, but he is more in monitor mode.
I don't think I'll be going any marathons anytime soon.
You shouldn't. This was pretty taxing for your heart. Luckily, you're young enough that it shouldn't really be a problem. And with reduced stress and minimal physical activity for the next few weeks, you should be fine.
You know, Thrill, he says, using not your name for the first time in a long time.
Okay.
Don't you wish you could go back to the way things were not so long ago, when we were just father and son for some time?
Ah, are you saying this because we're not anymore? Are you trying to make a point?
Our lives seem to have increasingly gotten in the way. Don't you think?
Do you think it was easier before?
Sometimes.
Yes, but you also had to hide everything about your life.
Not then. I'm talking about after the accident, when you brought the theater down on top of you.
Ah, yes. That was nice.
I feel like it humbled you, if only temporarily.
I guess so.
And I think maybe it showed me the good side of you. You were certainly an idiot in bringing bombs into a crowded theater and then setting them off, but equal measure, you were brave in trying to get all the people out, even at the cost of yourself. It's been a long time since I've seen something so pure. And he looks wistful.
Well, I've done a lot of shitty things.
So you
Gotta
try to
balance the scales.
kill me 2 days ago, and now you're here saving my life. I won't pretend to understand you anymore. So what do you all want to do? And he looks at Warden and Mari. We just calling it even? We all walk away?
I mean, I'd like to just walk out the front door without being shot in the back, if I'm speaking honestly.
You may. And the guard pulls the hammer back, or puts the hammer back into place.
Oh.
Sorry. And,
You lie!
and puts the gun, lowers the gun.
Well, he kind of looks at Warden like, none of us will be if... Jira's on the way to your house.
I'm sorry, what?
Jira's on the way to your house.
Is that
That was
literal
not me.
sense, or?
I assume at some point, I don't know exactly when. I had more of a reason coming in here than just saving your life. Well, I guess saving your life twice over.
Jira is coming to my house. Now, how and why would she be doing that?
I think rather what I mean is she knows your location.
Question remains the same, Vanaday.
Oh, he's using my real name.
Uh-oh.
I can't even tell him the real reason!
And how do you know this?
I'm well informed. I can't tell you. It was not me, but I cannot tell you.
He scratches his chin. You wish to walk out to the front door without getting shot in the back? I have a little more patience than usual. You did just save my life. But the truth, Van, or maybe none of us are walking out of here.
He looks at Warden like, what? Like, it's just a quick glance of like, oh my god. I don't think I can do it.
I'm waiting.
He will look again to Warden. He will shake his head so slightly.
If I tell you, you'll let him go.
Van?
Yes.
Considers.
Don't. It's not worth it.
Sounds like sway, Warden. This is gonna be risky and limited just because you're dizzy. Normally it would be standard.
Can I use a holly die for standard?
You can.
Take her.
You're down to 1.
When I say I saw
Let me-
the chess match happening in that conversation,
Critical success. He says, yes, and if you tell me now, I won't harm any of you, no matter what the answer is, because I'm in such a generous mood. How do you know this, and why?
Because I gave her your location.
He blinks. Good evening, gentlemen. I believe you were just leaving.
Let's go, Thrill.
He will pack up, but he definitely looks back at his dad before leaving. Like just one of those I want to look at him and then goes.
He waves on your way out, and they let you go.
We can provide backup. I made a mistake.
You're providing me with muscle temporarily.
Yes.
Very well. They can handle the perimeter.
They're good. I wouldn't have them on my payroll if they weren't.
I've seen some of them in action. Warden, I believe you.
Let's go, Thrill.
He will go.
You walk out the door in one piece without incident. Mari with you.
Get message tonight. Send the Masons here.
Was that for me or for Mari?
For you.
Okay. I'll go too.
I'm gonna go home.
He nods. I run off to find Knight. I assume Knight and Falka are together, actually. So I'll
Yeah,
go
they're
in that
close
direction.
by.
well, is he dead?
No.
Damn it, Melva, is there anything you can do?
I did it.
Oh, of course.
Come on. The two of you are supposed to send for the Masons. We're to be protecting this house. Rather, they are. Warden has promised that he will lend our muscle until it is not needed.
Oh, so the whole protecting the guy you tried to kill and then now saving is still on.
The alternative was giving your name up.
Is that so hard? He wanted to kill me anyways.
I'm trying to make sure he doesn't do that.
Yes, well, you just sacrificed some of my best mates. I appreciate that.
Ooh.
I can take care of my damn self. I take care of you too well, don't I?
Fine. He does that. Okay. He will stomp off. Back home.
And he'll go get the Masons.
Sorry, Falka.
Falcon just standing there like
Awkward. First time, vampire,
This is-
scary.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Oh.
next scene. Oh
well,
shit, this is
well,
awkward as hell.
This is
Love is cool.
yeah.
I'll handle the job resolution fallout later, but I believe, Thrill, you have wanted to have a specific conversation for 2 weeks now, and if you are willing
Oh yes.
to have
It's
it,
relevant.
I believe that now is a great time.
Is it? Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it will serve the conduit to have this conversation.
Would you like to talk about your mood as you head to the docks?
Yeah, fuck my boyfriend. And not in a good way. He's such an asshole. All the time! I try to do nice things for him and protect him. I was willing to be shot in there for him. And he just, I can take care of myself. Fuck. If that's not like the whole reason we're even in this problem in the first place, is neither of us will concede to the other. That's a little too self-reflecting. Dick.
Whoops, I sent us to the wrong place. That's okay, I'll fix it in a moment. You start walking to the docks. As according to protocol, you are black bagged and brought to the Thieves' Gallery of the Craiggumz, where now a much more calm Levi is awaiting you. Well, Thrill, it's good to see you again.
You don't look so jumpy. That's nice.
You came through, finally, and I'm grateful.
I have your other one as well, but that's actually not why I'm here.
Why are you here?
I was going to ask, what had you so in... well, what had you in such a fit last week?
I'd prefer not to talk about it if it's all the same to you.
I'm a persistent motherfucker, so... unfortunately you will be. I think you owe me that.
Do I? I owe you something.
Yeah. Let's see. We can start with the story. How about for the scar on my face? And then you can tell me the rest, beginning of the story for one scar, other half of the story for, the one on my mouth. They are your fault after all. I think you owe me.
Not that long ago, I learned a little bit more about the people that were pulling the strings in this city. They have people everywhere. Some of my own people came and threatened me in the night one day. They said, the Craiggumz had a new mission. No, we weren't supposed to collect artifacts or rob rich people. We needed to take the Conduit down a peg. I told him to get lost, naturally. Didn't really want to mess with people who I have no interest in. It wasn't really our MO anyway. But, you know, it's a lot scarier when people that you think are your friends show up and you wake up with a knife at your throat.
Oh.
And they can prove that they can get to you anywhere. So I said yes. If the powers that be would like me to mess with the Conduit, I'm down for a good time. It is fun to mess with you after all. But, and he, like, looks sad. I like good fun as much as the next person. I'm a bastard, you know that.
I know.
But, I'd like to live a long life. I'm not like most of the people out here, content to go down in a blaze of glory. I was just content, gather what I needed and rest on my laurels. And I needed a way out. I like you, Van. I like Warden. I liked Velvet. I like all of you, truth be told. So, who are the only people that I know wouldn't sell me out to those that I don't see? The people that they sent me against to begin with.
Huh.
So, I just needed someone to help me go to war.
That's what you want all these weapons for.
Yep.
That's a war you want to fight. Seriously.
Yep.
Because you have to? Or because you want to?
If you can't live free, you might as well be dead already.
You must have really pissed them off.
No. At least not that I know of.
Well, you didn't do what they asked, did you?
I'm still alive, so if it pissed them off, must not be that badly. They can find someone else to do their dirty work, or they can do it themselves.
So if you're not scared, then what's the point of the weapons?
I'm not scared now that I have the weapons. I'm not scared now that I have your inventions. The Ghost Blade, I could take on all the whispers they throw at me. I could even take demons on. With all these weapons, I could almost take on the Leviathan crews, maybe even the Duskfall military. You don't approve of this, Van?
I didn't approve of war. Protecting yourself is fine.
Well, gotta go to war to protect myself.
Do you even know who you're going to war with?
Not yet, but I will.
You don't want to fight him.
Him?
Yeah, I've met him. He's not a nice man.
I suppose I don't think nice men do the types of things that he does. But are really any of us nice men, Van?
No.
So
There's no
who
way I
is
can
he?
talk you out of it.
Who is he?
Just someone I know.
Just someone you know.
Yeah.
Any way you could talk me out of it. I don't know. You want to talk me out of it? You'd rather I go back to throwing huge metallic objects at your boats while you're doing drug running? You'd rather I start stealing your quicksilver? You'd rather I get Mari back from you?
Why don't you do what you're good at?
Stealing? That is stealing. That is what I'm good at.
Inventing.
Here in Duskfall?
What do you mean by that?
Don't you know about all the inventors that died because random accidents, etc., etc., etc.? It's not exactly a safe occupation around here.
So?
Stealing's
Isn't it-
easier.
You shouldn't be doing it because it's easy. You should be doing what you're... Oh my god, am I having a life? Oh god.
I'm sorry, is Vanaday Hawthorne getting moral with me right now? Isn't that a little bit the pot calling the kettle black?
You should be doing what you're passionate about. It shouldn't matter if there's danger involved. You're a good inventor. You should be inventing and making the city a better place.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Gives you a skeptical look.
I built a hospital.
I suppose you did.
That's got to that's got to be a start. A piece on the scale.
So
Right.
you're starting a hospital on one hand and running a criminal empire on the other, and this just balances the scales in your head?
No, it doesn't.
So, pick a lane, Van. Who are you?
You know, this was me talking to you about your life choices. Do not flip it back on me.
Oh, okay. How about we go this another way then? Who is the
Alright.
guy who sent my own people after me and told me to mess with you? You know who they are. Tell me now.
Damn it. Why do I have to care about this little shit? My dad.
And I suppose that's why you don't want me to kill him, too.
No, because you can't, and I like you alive. I really don't want him to kill you. That's why. It'd be a shame. A waste, even.
I can't convince you to help me.
I can't convince you to join with me instead.
And do what?
What I just said. How about you help me
Inventing.
tip the scales? I know a woman you would work really well under.
You know, for some reason, I believe you. I think you do actually want to make the world a better place. But I also feel like you just can't help yourself, man. You've got this... I think you're addicted to this life.
Please.
All right. I'll make a deal with you. Made me think of Warden. Wish he was here. I've got a deal for you, Van.
Well, it's not going to work like his deal. What is it?
I'll quit if you quit.
You piece of shit.
I'll quit if you quit. We'll throw these guns in the ocean. And you put those adepts that you've got working in your pharmacy, stop them from making drugs, and have them start inventing things. Come on. You can't do it.
And you'll help?
Yes.
The Craiggumz will be done.
Craiggumz will
just you?
join me.
Fine. Deal. Take his hand.
He shouts out, you guys have been kind of alone in his office. Camilla, and she comes in. Excuse me, Carmilla. Yes. I'm going to call off the war. She looks very confused. What? I said I'm going to call off the war. It seems someone has renewed hope for a better tomorrow. I'll call a meeting tomorrow, but for now, stop the plans. We're going to reassess and figure out a better direction for what we're doing. Okay, sir. Your funeral. And she leaves. And I think we can end there, everyone. Thank you all for watching. We will be back tomorrow for The Weird with Mr. Craiggumz GMing. And then
That's right.
And then
Hey, it's you!
And then
It's
Hunter
you,
the
babe.
Reckoning on Thursday with Tracy Magitek GMing. And then again in Social Blood on Friday with Tracy GMing.
T-Dog's crazy.
Back to back to back to back.
Dab, 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 dab.
Back to back monster hunting, guys. We get monster hunting on Wednesday, monster hunting on Thursday, and then the monsters on Friday.
And then the monsters on Friday.
Oh, so many monsters.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going to happen next week.
Week-
This will be a
week of
fun
monsters,
thing to
huh?
figure
And
out.
then, yeah, the monsters on Tuesday,
And
yes.
then the monsters on Tuesday. Or maybe not monsters. I don't know.
Yeah.
I am very curious. One of the first things that's in the Blades in the Dark book, play to find out. And we will play to find out next week. Thank you all so much. And we will see you again soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
All through the night they scrap and fight by boiling and blood spilt. They pull the strings, cut heads off kings in this gang that they built. Flirt with shadows until pound. Oh, what they want is what they get. Once they got their sights set, they never quit. It's the rise of the conduit. It's the rise of the conduit.